Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today after the patch has landed. There's been a patch, and apparently this thing doesn't remember when we save, so I had to go up there and open that, so yeah, and yeah. Off we go back, well, I say back to the ship, but it says to port. I have not seen a port. No, there it is. Great! Fantastic. Okay, so how are we doing? We are losing a little bit on the repairs. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean that the repair equipment that I got doesn't automatically get put into the boat? Ship? I'm sorry. Every time I say boat, I feel like I'm disrespecting the ship or something. I think that might be the case. What is this down here? What? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, I know what it is. It's our shifting thing. Okay, so we're good. Let's explore a little bit, because what we need to do today, well, it's go up to the... I've done that. That's not what I want. I want to click here. Go to... What is it called? Adair's friend, sorcerer, Nekataka. That's the one, and it's to the northwest. But I'm gonna go to the southwest because I can. So we got some repair supplies, and look at that. Not 15, 3. I think they might have changed some stuff. Ooh, what is that? That is slavers. That's also a galleon. And it's also 3 skulls. Or red. I am gonna say that I can't do that. So, I'm sorry, slaves. You're off to... I don't know where you are off to. Maybe one day. I got the solution here. And we keep losing repair, which is totally fine. Some medical supplies. We also got some medical supplies while in Deadlight. Or in that island anyway. And our morale is going up. And is it going down? I think it's going down. Ooh, what is this? Whole health, yeah. I will probably need... I need to go here. I'll probably need to add something with extra morale. Let's see. We got grog. That's good. Let's go with grog. Put it over there. I hope that these people get a little bit happier. They're pretty happy right now. So probably grog is a waste of time. A waste of, not a waste of time, but a waste of grog, I guess. So yeah, let's not do anything about that. Let's also shift linen sails. No, yeah, we're good on our colors. I was flying the other one for a little while, but let's see what we can do. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna destroy all the fog of war. We need to go over there. But fog of war is my enemy for days. Abandoned village. See, it's important to explore all the things. Who knows who lives in that abandoned village? Although I'm not gonna, I'm gonna cut straight to the north. You come upon an abandoned Juana village. The few of its huts that haven't been blown across the Deadfire countryside lie in ruins. Trees felled by strong winds litter the village's periphery. A handful of structures still stand, however, and might hide something worth salvaging. Let's do that. 2 hours have passed, and I gained some turquoise and nothing of value. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Can I go this way? I can indeed. I need to go around. Okay. I have fast mode out here as well, and we are losing our repairs. That's good. I really need that. What do we have? A Deadfire unaffiliated merchant. Our morale states good. We got Port Major. That's right. And then we have more things up here. We never got... Nah, we might have gotten over there. Okay, and now it's done. Oh. This is a... Oh, look at that. We got fruit. We got fruit and we got some gunpowder. I suppose that's a good thing. Are you really going to need to go all the way around? Sure. Let's keep an eye out for... The... What? Huaru? Oh, that's a place. That's not a ship. That looks like a ship. I hope it is sort of like a ship. Because if it is... Oh, look at that. We got things in here. Got some fresh fruit. Daily wages. Losing a little bit of money. That's nothing. That's literally nothing. We got some water. That's good stuff. And back up we go. Yeah, so the map seemed huge, but maybe it isn't as much as I... Still Preacher. Probably should go there eventually. Maybe it isn't as much as I was thinking it was. Doesn't that look like a... Nah, well, it's got a sail. Let's go in and check out what the Huaro is. You're sailing past the reef when Chitupek shouts out, pointing to port. There lists a ship stranded in the middle, perched on a narrow shoal. It tips and rolls with the passing waves. Hanging from its mast is a blue flag, showing an image of a crescent moon sinking beneath the waves. Your crew gathers around, murmuring in low, excited voices. Rum-Dum Rigere rushes to the railing. Captain, that's a gift-bearer ship! No telling what sort of treasure it's got. Irena snorts. Gift-bearers carry sentimental junk, worthless stuff. No, that's a smuggler's ship. It's a classic disguise. Beotul spits into the water. That's a fucking stupid one. Gift-bearers only visit landlocked settlements. That's a trap. Is it? So what's that about gift-bearers, Irena? Irena, or Irena? Let's go with Irena. Fixes a pensive frown on the wreck. No offense, Captain, but the servants of Ondra collect things people want to forget and consign them to the sea. Anything gift-bearers might carry would be stuff nobody wants. Yeah, not necessarily, because, well, I mean, you never know, really, but... And also, like, rings and things. If you're lucky enough to find a gift-bearer that's not actually just selling the stuff that people give them, because that's a thing, as we saw in the first game, the people still give away valuable things, sometimes, you know, especially because Ondra, the goddess of one of, let's see what it says over there, forgotten things, there it is, in loss and all that sort of stuff. So like if you have a ring that reminds you of your dead partner or something like that, you just give it to the Ondrites and they'll take care of that. Thoughts? Adair? With a shake of the head, Adair frowns and says nothing. Okay. What about you, Shodi? My sickle cuts through smugglers just as easy as any kith. Easier, maybe. Licking her bottom lip, Shodi studies the seemingly stranded vessel. Hands on his hips, Seraphin grins. Seraphin? I ain't a trap, Captain. Ships be too smashed up for shit like that. Might be too smashed for shit for salvage, too. And he scratches the back of his head as he peers at the vessel. Okay, what about you, Alf? He rubs his shins. I've heard rumors that some gift bearers operate as smugglers on the side. I suppose it's possible they're carrying something of value. Yes, it is. You haven't been with me in our previous playthrough when we found the Ondrites in... What was the name of that place? I forget the name of that place. It's the expansion of the first game. Yeah, prepare a skiff. We'll have to row out and climb the hull. You row the skiff above the reefs, the waves tossing it to the bottom of the small boat, occasionally scraping across the jagged structure below. You tie off on a snag of coral next to the wreck. The water is rough and the hull slick with brine, but you're able to find purchase between the shifting planks. You pull yourself up using bent planks and barnacles for holds. I'm not sure that's a safe thing, but anyway. You've almost reached the main deck when a wave slams against the ship. You hear a crash from somewhere below as the vessel rocks. Your legs slip out from under you, and your fingers dig into wet lumber. You hold... Success, nice. Your grip holds. Once you said... Oh, that was Shodi who did that? Was it Shodi who was doing this? Once the ship settles, you resume your climb and make it to the safety of the deck. The ship is deserted. You don't even find corpses. If the ship had a skiff, it's missing too. Well, let's search, and we got some medicine and some ammunition. That's always nice. You find several crates of supplies and several more of assorted odds and ends. Handkerchiefs and bead jewelry, cracked screamshaw, a child's doll. Okay, very nice. You think back to Irena's comments and wonder if this might have been a smuggler's vessel after all. Let's look and see. So we're looking after perception here. And also, what is that? Can you tell me what that is? The first one. I don't remember what it is. Sleight of hand, maybe. Yeah, most likely. But I think party help is gonna... It's gonna be better. Let's go with this one. Success, there it is. But then you notice scuff marks along the deck, as if the box of junk has been moved repeatedly over the same spot. You slide it aside and find a trapdoor underneath. Within rests a small chest brimming with golden chellings. That's... monies. Yeah, I don't know, I don't think that's how it's written. I hope it's not, because Pillars of Eternity mostly just miswrites actual historical things. And chellings, I don't actually know how to write, or how to say even the right word. Golden shillings. That's quite a lot of money right there. Well, it's actually about 500 or something. No, not 500, about 250 coppers or whatever. The item was put into my stash. Thank you very much. Among the coin rests a small figure of an imp, of all things. Laughing Imp cameo. Oh, once per rest, summons prime imps. That's really nice. You load your ship, you load your find onto the skiff and row back to your ship. The crew has earned 109 experience, and that's very nice. Let's see. So you are gonna go over here, so we can summon things when we need to. Although that might actually be better for Shodi. Can I put that over there? I can. Shodi, put it over there. Thank you. We're good. Moving on. Moving north. So yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, go around. I'm just sort of gonna follow from one island to the other.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once. You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks, and you are borne away on the ringing tide, just another peal among the many. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you have been here before. You stand in Bareth's realm.
Dang it.
You are alone.
Well, is he not here?
And then you are not.
Okay, who are these? That would be Bareth. The Husher, I would say. This could be also Bareth for all I know, but he... Who's that? No, these are other characters. That's a fire godlike, and this is a moon godlike, I would say. Although it could be Ondra, because of the feathers and all that sort of stuff. So this would be Magrin. Is that Magrin? And this would be Helia? No, Helia's over here. Did I say Ondra? Helia. This would be Ondra, and this would be Broken. This is the queen that was. This is the Woodica, and this one must be Bareth. Oh boy.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus.
Yeah, it might be the Pallid Knight there, and this is the Usher.
And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
This must be a different... This must not be the Usher. This is the, this is Whale. I don't actually remember exactly what Whale looks like, but it can't be, the god of the hunt. I don't remember his name now. But this must be the god of revenge and things. Although, standing right next to Woodica. No wonder Woodica is looking like that. She didn't like that. Nope.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, let's see what options we have. He's draining souls from veins of luminous Adra. Well, that's just part of what he's doing. He's stomping around the Deadfire, yanking up souls like a giant Adra soul magnet. Basically, yeah. It's too early to be sure what he plans, but his behavior is suspicious, hiccups and all. I can't follow Aethys around if you're going to keep dragging my soul into the beyond whenever the whim takes you. I don't know. I really don't like how she basically ended our last conversation with, oh, and by the way, if you don't do what I tell you, you're gonna die. I'm gonna be cooperative, but still not cooperative enough. I'm gonna go with the stomping around, yanking souls.
The pallid knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire.
Does it have anything to do with Boudica? Oh, with Magron here? Because Magron is the goddess of fire. I don't remember. I know that Magron doesn't like her, but that doesn't mean that they have been at odds and that she has burned her or anything. That's the broken crown. You can't really tell. It kind of can. You can tell that it's broken, but yeah, that's Boudica right there.
The goddess Boudica strides forward.
So she's a very complicated goddess, and actually has a very, very complicated history that we don't get to grasp very well in the first game, unfortunately, because she's very much at the center of everything. As you find, it's not big spoiler, but as you find early, I mean, this whole game is a spoiler of the first game, but I'm still gonna try and keep those to a minimum if you haven't played it. But you find that early enough that Boudica is at the center. Unfortunately, yeah, she's the goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. Depicted as an old noblewoman bearing a broken crown. I don't remember the old part being in the first game. At least I never really thought of her as old, although all these are old. Bearing a broken crown upon her head, said to have been once ruled over... Oh, you can... It said, this is the same exact description as in the first game because they didn't fix that typo. I don't understand what that means. That's a typo, right? Said to have been once ruled over the other gods, but has since been overthrown. That doesn't even have a comma. I don't even. Does
Aethys frighten you, Berith? He should. Magron subdued Aethys' influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Boudica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face, where his nose once was.
So this god, if I remember, yeah, he's the nasty one. I missed the names, Whale and Skane, it's sort of small names, I mistook them. They don't like each other, because he's nasty, really bad. I assume they don't like each other. I don't really get to see that in the first game. God of defiance, violent rebellion, secret hatred, covert plots, resentment, and envy. Frequently pictured as a disfigured and scarred slave and worshipped most often by the subjugated and destitute. Yeah, very much so. But he's really bad for his subjects. He's like, did we see them? Did you see anything in this first... I mean, we saw a book about, the only thing we saw of Skane was a book about, like, the last few days of somebody that was dedicating themselves to Skane, and they cut off it and just bad.
He does not speak, but stares up at Boudica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Boudica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the pallid knight from the corner of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Not this again! Stop with the moons! Don't bring things down! These are the worst. Every one of these are the worst. Except for Helia. Helia's okay. But she's also the worst. But mostly okay. And I'm really glad that they don't like Aethys. Especially you, Boudica. I'm really glad that you don't like him. Because that means Aethys is the bad. It's just, I'm gonna help him. I mean, I need my soul back, sort of. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I assume I do. Right? I don't know. But I'm gonna try to help him. If, that's like, she's the worst. She's the worst. Let's see. If you think that's the appropriate solution. Oh, no, I will stand in the way. Given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Ondra would approve of that plan. Yeah, the moon here... This is Ondra. Sorry. Where's Ondra? We don't have Ondra over here. Unless this is Ondra. No, that's Helia. Unless this is Ondra. I doubt it. It's all fiery. That's Magron. Goddess of the Oceans. She has a story with the moon. Because I think what she did with the moon was trying to make, destroy... a sort of technology that the Ingwithans found. And she was trying to do that because that technology would allow, as far as I understand it, that technology would allow people to sort of have either more power than the gods in some regards, in some aspects. The technology that I'm talking about is the White Forge in the White March expansion. So basically, that what she did, she brought the moon down on that, but her lover, I believe her lover, who was also a god, that would be the god of smiths, I don't remember the name right now, off the top of my head, he's not here. He basically destroyed the moon with his hammer and died in the process because he kind of screwed it up a little bit. I mean, it was a tricky thing to do, but he still managed it, and I don't think... the thing is, I'm okay with her bringing the moon down again. And that's not the same moon, though. That's like 3 moons, and now there's 2, so there's room for another moon or 2 to fall down on us. I'm pretty sure we need that. No, we don't. We don't. You would destroy Aura. For what? Spite?
Woedica stares at you down her long nose.
I would destroy it all in the blink of your wide eye if I believed it would benefit me.
I know that.
Empires can be rebuilt. Souls can be reforged.
Oh, don't tell that to Bareth.
Do not forget it.
Actually, not Bareth. Who's the Screamer Grander, the god that basically wants to destroy souls. Not on purpose and not before their time, mind you.
The figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash.
That'd be that. Magrin.
The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword.
And for the first time, we'll hear the whore. If Durance were here, Durance.
Magrin's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now.
This kind of confirms it, doesn't it?
To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Writing Magrin must be... I don't know what I expected of her, but appeal to wisdom, to patience from Magrin. Durance is a terrible, terrible priest of Magrin. It's just the worst. Just wants to burn everybody. But then again, you know, she did say that she did sort of just say screw you, go away, to him. So yeah, because he didn't die, and she kind of planned for him to die. So that tells you it's just the gods that are all terrible, except for Helia, and Helia is terrible as well. Sorry, not Helia. Yes, Helia. I keep thinking that's Ondra for some reason. We must find wisdom. Great idea. Can I go now? What kind of precautions do you suggest? I don't care what you do, just put me back in my body. Let's go with the precautions here. Let's try and find some foothold among these terrible, terrible beings.
Magrin looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Well, considering I'm probably gonna bring you all down, at least that's my intention, it might.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
That's not the same.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
That's not the same voice actress as in the first game, though. We talked to her, and I think we even talked to Bareth. But then again, we talked to the Husher, not to her. So, yeah. Oh, and again, this is not the Husher.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
What if he be in... I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, because I'm just making their case for them. No. Helia, I will go there.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Woedica suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who killed Lord Harren. The man who tormented his dear niece, Alice. Curious.
Yeah, he's talking. This seems like a little bit out of nowhere, but it is the place in the first game where we actually deal with Scan. So Lord Harren, Lord Harren didn't have anything to do with him, but Alice did. She had half willingly devoted herself to him in a way to kill Lord Harren, because Lord Harren was, she was his niece, and he had raped her, or was raping her, and basically had kidnapped her to take her to, I don't remember where exactly he wanted to take her, but his intention was to get her to have his offspring, so that even if he couldn't have a rightful child, at least he would still, like, a rightful child, because I don't know why it was, but he couldn't have a rightful, like a rightful child. What is it, the word? Natural base? No, base-born child is natural. I don't remember. Anyway, in wedding, it wouldn't be, it basically couldn't have his heir be his son. So he had to have his, sort of, the son of his niece. And because he was obsessed with apparently having a blood, his direct blood being his heir, he basically did that. And she didn't like it, as you probably can assume. And so she wanted to kill him. I killed him for her, and I let her go. And that's what happened.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
That is interesting. What is she gonna say?
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
I'm not sure I understand. I thought she didn't have that idea. You had that idea. Why she just doesn't like it. She doesn't like him. Which, yeah. He's too dangerous, you have to destroy him. No, he is too dangerous, you have to destroy him. Yeah, attempting to end Eothas may only make things worse. Listen to my wisdom, I'm better than you.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident.
It is.
Eothas has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault.
I wouldn't put it past him to try and kill you all, including himself, considering he's the god of rebirth and all that.
However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice. The Pallid Knight gestures for silence.
Eothas cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magrin grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magrin stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
What? Absorbed his children? What?
The Pallid Knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Magrin's direction.
Magrin speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wait a minute, I'm his child?
Wodica waves the gods to silence.
Eothas gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Oh, I am so gonna use this.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Eothas other than decisive, final action.
Yeah, there's just no cause to act now.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted.
The Pallid Knight says.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The Pallid Knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the Pallid Knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
This is bullshit. It is. It is bullshit. Oh no, what can I say? I'm gonna say nothing. I don't trust her.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Well, the plans of the gods, eh? Boy. Anyway, we need to rest, we need to do many things, but we need to do it next episode because we're out of time. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.